Okay, I felt I needed to record this before it gets lost in memory. So, yeah, I had a rough night and then was basically in my room and kind of not allowed to go out. It's a long story. Anyway, so Shaqq was the one who came to comfort me. I was crying on his shoulders and everything. I was so angry and sad. But I was very angry before he came. I guess he heard me. Was shouting with the people that I was having a fight with. Well, not like an argument with, like siblings, family members. And then she came, and he was the one who usually broke up the fights in the family, because there's a lot of us, 6 of us siblings. He was the peaceful one. Came and asked what's going on, and let's just calm down. And then he took me, went into the bedroom and asked me, what's up? And then I just cried, and I was trying to speak. He's like, no, it's okay. You can cry, and then you can tell me when you're done. And just hugged me. I cried, and then went down, and then I could explain everything. And it was very supportive as usual. And then he didn't like the fact that I smoke cigarettes, but he knew that at that time I needed cigarettes. So, and I didn't even ask him. So I wouldn't ask, he's my older brother. And then he was like, so do you have the thing of yours, like chewing cigarettes? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I don't have. I don't have enough. But I didn't have that time, yeah. So it's like, I can go buy them for you. Just give me the cash. I gave him the cash. Went to buy. So I was like, but how am I going to smoke inside the room? He's like, no, I'll come at the window outside, and I'll open the window, and then you come and smoke there. I'll check the coast for you. I'm like, such a cool brother. It's the one who introduced me actually to a whole lot of freeing media that showed me another side, that it's okay to be weird and quirky like myself. There are other people who are like that. Like, introduced me to hip-hop, like soul music. Yeah, I believe that hip-hop is soul music. And animations, like kind of like philosophical or mystical movies like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Pirates of the Caribbean, of course, Captain Jack Sparrow, and it was a lot. And Shreks, and it's funny how my life now is playing up with in difficult times, where I kind of see the tracings of that, how that light would come, and how my character is influenced or resonated a lot with the mystical or kind of weird, crazy characters in all of these things that we're watching, because it was fascinate me so much. And I think it just saw that maybe I have this character that is kind of similar to his, like almost like a dreamer, or someone who just sees the world in another way from the other people. So yeah, we're forever grateful to my brother. And he was the kind of person who would love you and support you, but not brag about it or put it in your face that it did something for you, or want a thank you or something in return. If you were like observant and not so just self-absorbed like most people are now, you would notice and show appreciation or say thank you, and he would love that. I remember the smile of hers. Just that acknowledgement, you could see that you've brightened up his day. Those kind of people are rare. And God blessed me with one of them as my brother for 30 years, because he died 2 years ago. I'm 32 now. You know, sometimes when I was missing him, I'd be alone in my room and crying at night. And then I'd be angry that why it's not so fair. Why. It's like, yes, I have my other siblings and family, but then the relationship that I had with him was the truest one, with no reservations, pretense, or conforming. But there might just be me fully. Like that inner child in me, I was best pals with my brother. As I grew older, his life stresses and everything, but then when I got to him, it's like I'd get like a small drop of that me when I was a child, but then you see there'd still be the cloud of, now I'm an adult, I should act like this, and there's a bills to pay, this, I should, they're doing this now at work, so that would take away from that time, that moment, but he would his soul never aged. He was older than me when I was a child, and even when I was an adult and we both adults, he still just had that same child vibe. Not even childish, because he was very smart. He did architecture, but on the second year dropped out because of some things that happened that really hurt him and put him under a bit of depression that he hid from everybody. But I could see, just like he could see through me. Anyway, so this was not supposed to be long. The next morning, I'm there just lying in my bed, depressed. It seems like depression does kind of run in my family, because there's been 3 people who were 2 diagnosed, 1 undiagnosed. That's what I'm talking about, Shaqq. My brother, he was undiagnosed because he never let himself be a burden to anyone, even if it's just saying that I'm depressed, I have a problem, like I need help. He wouldn't do that, so yeah. Instead, he would be there cracking jokes, trying to make you laugh if he sees that you're down. Take his pain and shove it at the back somewhere. What I wish I had a chance to tell him how much I appreciated him. Like, I wish I had a chance to tell him that he practically raised me. Yes, my mom did a wonderful job. She did her best, but she'd be busy. There's a lot of children. Can't stress anyone's attention or that she has things to do to keep this family alive and going. So I spent a lot of my time with my brother, and he became home for me. Now that he's gone, it's weird to even go home, because it doesn't feel like home. Home, it's home because he would be there, and since he dropped out of varsity, he did not have a job for like a long time. He only got another job, and I think it, there's a part of him that just was like a silent rebel that one when I see, because this thing, the injustices that go on in this world and job sector and all of that, it's like he does too much for his heart. His heart is sensitive and just loving, too loving. So, because knowing that he is intelligent, he could have gotten a job anyway, even with matric. But no, only got it when he was now early 40s or when he was 40, because I think he died at 44. So maybe the last 5 years of his life when he was in his job. And then just imagine that he was practically new in that job if it's worked like 4 to 5 years. But in his funeral, there was so many people from his workplace, so many, and you could see that it's not like because they had to, or because they could be like two representatives or something. No, there was a whole lot, and so many wanted to speak about him, and they celebrated him, because of the heart he had. So I'm glad that in his last years of living, he was appreciated. There were people that showed him what kind of light that he has and brings in each person's life, that it comes across him. Okay, so it was good that I actually recorded this, because now it's giving me a bit of closure. Because the thing that would hurt the most when I'm thinking about him or remembering him is that I never got to tell him how special he was. Yes, I would say that, because he would insist when I come back from varsity or holidays or anything, we think you're grown and everything, or now you're working. He'd be like, yeah, come here. He wants to kiss me. I'm like, no, but you don't kiss me. And he kisses me on the cheek. It's like, yeah, I'll always kiss the cheek now, because you don't allow the lips anymore. When I was really young, like pre-primary school and junior high, I would allow like lip kisses from my brother. But after that, I was like, cheek. And this guy, I was working now in my 20s, and he'd still want to kiss my cheek, hug me, and sometimes take a pic. I'm like, what is with you with selfies? And it was not even for him. Now that I realize it, like he'd want me to take it with my phone and then leave it there. And it's weird how the soul works. I don't know if he was doing consciously or subconsciously. Almost like he knew that I would need those, because he's not here for a long time. Yeah. So okay, this is becoming therapy. This is good. And I just said and remembered animus morphosis. I really think he is making fun of my yeah. And nah. Yes, which this also reminds me, the Jokers. I love them so much because they remind me of my brother. It's like they have that quirky, witty humor that he had, but with big hearts also. You can see that they never mean to harm or slander. They just speak truth in a way that makes you laugh your head off. Yeah. Oh, and it can. I have a theory think Anakin is one of the Jokers. And hey, now I'm gonna say it because it was in my head the whole time, and no one's going to confirm it. And even sure, even if I ask Kim, is not gonna confirm it. Yeah. Come on, Anakin, say if I'm lying. Okay. Yeah. I feel much better now because it's like he never left. After he left me with his memories and that strong resonance energy. It's like I held it, I'm holding it, and then it's attracting people resonating in almost a similar frequency. So nobody can feel his space. It's there, it's open. That's his master bedroom in my heart. Clear. However, at least the house is not empty now. His mansion is not empty like in other bedrooms in the house. There's other members now. Don't know if that makes sense, but it totally makes sense to me in my head. Yeah. So the next day, he comes and says, "Okay, they just left, mom and them. They're out. Let's go out for your smoke." He doesn't smoke, by the way. He only drank, but he didn't smoke cigarettes, and he didn't like that I smoked. But then he knew that was like a coping mechanism of mine. So it took me. We went at the back. His room was at the back room, and then we went behind the back rooms. So we're there, and then we're smoking, we're talking, it's making me laugh, and then they just, yeah. And then my child, my 4-year-old child that time, he comes, greets us, yeah. Oh, it doesn't greet us, it just plays around where we are, where we at, and everything. And then he says, "I'll shake it, the shack shack." This is what I wanted to keep. This this name that my son gave my brother. So my brother's names are Sakhile Justice Zondi. Shaqq is a nickname, so he was known as Shaqq the whole time. My son, my 4-year-old son, is his nephew, right? They were close, and I don't. There's no surprise there. If he wouldn't be my son if he wasn't close to Shaq. Okay, so he comes and says, "You know how adults want to be respected and be called uncle, or have that." Shaq was not like that. He was just part of all of them, part of all of the kids. So my son came and he's sitting in a wood kind of thingy. We under a tree, so there's this branch that's down there sitting on, and it's like, "Oh, Shaq the Shack Shack." I'm like, "Yo, since when did you become Shaq the Shack Shack now?" Because I knew that you were Shaq, and my brother's like, "Yo, bazongmangal." So I learned, "Oh my God," which means they will amaze you. Alwandi is the name of my son. Makabul Baula is like a nickname that he had given him. So I'm like, "Oh, okay." So it's kind of fair. You gave him a nickname, he gave you a nickname. Yara. That's how he made everyone feel. Even a 4-year-old felt like they were sitting with a pal when they're chilling with him. He will be forever missed and loved. And I promised him in one of our conversations when I'm praying that he will never be forgotten. As long as I'm alive, he's immortal. His name will be out there, and I fight justice because he's justice, even if I called him just ice. I'll still decide if I'll post this or not, but I think it turned out to be kind of like a real moment between a community because you guys are my family now. And there's a few lessons there. Okay, now I'm putting on my teacher hat. Yeah, there's quite a few lessons there that, okay, you'll never get over a certain paradigm, hurts, or experience by avoiding it. Go into it because it didn't just happen for free in your life. It came with a lesson, and if you don't learn the lesson or don't even try to avoid, by all means, to get to check for the lesson, and it will keep plaguing your mind and you will not rest. So rather go into it, feel whatever those emotions are, but as you are in its frequency, it will end up telling you or revealing the lesson within it all, and that will kind of free you. You feel like you're breathing a bit more. You're like, oh, okay. Now, not that it won't hurt anymore, won't affect you, but it will be a kind of purposeful experience, which makes it okay and which makes you be able to move on. It's not so heavy anymore. It's all untangled and it's free flowing. When I'm thinking of a rag, if you was tangled up and you made it into knots, it would be heavy and not so nice to sit on. But if it's untangled and then you put it's so much lighter to carry it. It's so much more comfortable to sit on it. Something like that. It's still there, but it's useful now. I love all of y'all, and let's build this new earth. And we're not getting in the new earth with baggage, alright? Like, we pack lightly here. When is it Anubis or I don't remember, but when our hearts are now being weighed against a feather, we won't even be equal to a feather. We should be like, no, we are evolved. We're going above the feather. The hearts will be lighter than the feather. Have a wonderful day, and remember, we are ascending together. Love y'all. Oh yeah, not forgetting, when I was counting things that my brother introduced me to at a young age, and I grew up just things that I loved. Comedy, stand-up comedy, like Cat Williams. There were other ones, but right now Cat Williams is the one that is screaming in my head, because I remember how many times we watched his stand-up where he sings the song every day. It's pimping. What is it? Is it pimp? I forgot the name of the stand-up, but then there's this song that he sings there. It's every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. So he repeats the thingy, that song 4 times. You guys should watch it to understand. So sometimes when just we're at home, I'm doing something or he's doing something, he passes me, that interaction, he'd just look at me and be like, every day I'm hustling, and then I join in, every day I'm hustling, hustle. And then I do believe some people at home thought we were weird, but they're like, they're just like that. We had our own world. There was the world, the 3D world, yes, that we had to live in and adapt in. But then there was our world where anything goes, but it's kind of synchronous. It flows. It's aligned somehow. Yeah.